Alright everyone, welcome back to another new spankin' hot What If. It's your boy, King Otsutsuki, here and back. And we're back at again today with a new idea that I'm pretty sure no one has ever thought of in their entire life. This is What If Deku, and what if Naruto was half Otsutsuki, half dragon, with a chess kekegenkai. Yes, you heard me right. Chess. A chess-related kekegenkai. By the way, no music in this video is mine. No pictures in this video are mine. Okay? The only thing I own is my voice. So yeah, let's get into this video. First, just to show you Naruto's kekegenkai. Pretty much when Naruto activates this kekegenkai, the entire universe, basically the battlefield and the opponents he's facing, will turn into like a chess arena. As his opponents will not be able to move, and if they try, well, it will be impossible for them to. As the leader of the opponents will become basically in control of the pawns. As for Naruto, he will basically summon forth on the battlefield all sorts of pawns that will look like this. And he will summon forth on the battlefield pieces that look like this. By the way, these pieces are all from the pieces and chessboard are all from Kingdom Hearts, and one picture is from Hellboy. Okay? So yeah, pretty much this is when basically Naruto can summon about, well, a buttload. You know how, God, I cannot remember how many chess pieces there are on one side. No, wait, there is... basically, 50, he will summon 15 warriors that look like this into the battlefield. He'll from dropping in those chess pieces, as the chess pieces will turn into these. His golden army. As for Naruto, he will drop one more chess piece. A chess piece that is, of course, well, it's a dragon shape. Pretty much, well, look. Naruto will basically teleport to the battlefield, as he will be able to move himself. And same with the leader of his foes. As for Naruto's pieces, they're always gold, and his opponents, no matter what they be, are always silver. Basically Naruto's way of saying, I'm the best. And basically Naruto's way of saying that he is a divine being and far more powerful. Now, let's begin. As, well, Naruto's creation is a long time ago. As his father is a royal Otsutsuki. And by royal, I mean like overpoweredly royal. His father is the king and he's the prince. Now, I have no idea what the king's actual name is, but I came up with a badass name on my own, which, no, it's going to be Naruto's original Otsutsuki name. Otsutsuki name. As Naruto's dad will be named Tayoshiki. Yes, Tayoshiki Otsutsuki. As Tayoshiki is the leader of the Otsutsukis. I'm not the Otsutsuki. The king. The strongest of them all, except for his son, of course. But right now, Naruto has just been born. His mother is a terrifying, powerful Eastern dragon. If you didn't know, Eastern dragons are basically like Shenron. They have no wings, they're extremely long, and they have only legs and arms. And they also have horns, sometimes whiskers, and are absolutely overpowered. Naruto's mother basically had silver and had white and gold scales. Her name was Nakura. As Nakura was basically from a entire different planet. As pretty much Naruto's dad would be getting and would have suddenly become ill. As one of his most trusted servants would have betrayed him and would have wanted the throne for themselves. This, of course, being Momoshiki. No, it's going to be unknown because Momoshiki might be the ship depending on what you guys want. Okay? Anyways, so Naruto basically is just a newborn, a baby, and there's screaming and fighting. As the king has been poisoned, and of course his supervisor was right in front of everyone when he did it. As the supervisor believed that he was far greater than the king and people would bow to him instantly. However, the supervisor was evil and crooked, while the king was good and kind. As it turned into a terrifying bloodbath of war. Nakura went to battle. And, well, let's just say that world was... Basically, she had to seal that world and herself away, leaving the planet nothing but bone and dust, as their souls were sealed, well, within another dimension. As for Naruto, he was basically frozen in time. As other Otsutsuki children would have been sent and would basically been teleported to multiple worlds. As we skip about like a trillion, maybe even quadrillion, like 10 quadrillion years. Naruto is still frozen in time, but the Otsutsuki Empire has taken over a couple of many different worlds, as it has grown from just those small children to an entire race once more, with ruthless leaders. And, well, yeah, as Naruto basically, he is awoken. As he wakes up as a baby on Earth, basically, during the Nine Tails attack. As it is a great final battle that is about to go down. Minato versus the Nine Tails. As Minato and the Nine Tails, Minato, Obito have their fight. as he then seals the nine tails inside of, well, his son, a boy who we will name Kinato. Okay? Kinato. As Kinato would basically have red hair with some stripes of, and with some just streaks of yellow. Now, of course, Kinato would take the regular Naruto life. As for Naruto, he would be awoken in a sort of strange place on Earth, in a unknown village, as he would, or basically the Leaf Village, as he would grow up and people would fear him. As one day, but however, Naruto still, he had some friends, such as, well, voices, things he could not hear, things or people that were interested in him, that told him things from far away about chakra. As Naruto, basically everyone feared and thought of Naruto as some sort of unholy beast. As now, y'all might be wondering, wait, what was the badass name you said was Naruto's original name? It's Zioshiki. You like that name or no? Tell me in the comments. Zioshiki Otsutsuki. As Naruto would have been named Naruto, which I must say that there was actually, basically, I must say that Naruto was a name that was used to say unexplained or without origin, as there would have been many sort of strange events throughout the years, such as, well, the creation of, such as wood style. They would have named the origin of it Naruto, as I must say, only Hashirama had this ability on Earth. As for anything else strange, such as the Sharingans, their origin would simply be known as Naruto. As Naruto, well, no one would know who his parents were, where he was from, or what type of chakra natures or kekegenkai he had, as they would have called him Naruto the Unknown, as there was many, I guess you could say, loopholes or plot holes inside of Naruto's life. They didn't know if he had any family, relatives, loved ones, nothing. As one day, the third Hokage, one day the third Hokage wants to see what Naruto's skills are, and also wants to see the limit of Kinato's, as he calls for Kinato and Naruto. Now, forget what I said about Naruto being hated or feared. More as such, no one just went over to talk to him, as he would have had a strange appearance and been completely unknown. As Naruto would basically, he would have been told to fight again and to train or spar against Kinato. And Kinato would have been asked to do the same with Naruto, as the two would basically then and say hi, and would basically then say, "Yes, Sensei," and "Yes, Lord Fourth," and "Lord Third," as the two would bow down and would basically be in an arena or a training ground as the two would fight. As Kinato's chakra natures would be fire, water and wind. And would have been water and wind. Yes, if you didn't know, Uzumaki chakra nature is actually like the Atund Uzumaki chakra nature. It's water. Until like a couple weeks ago, I had no clue. So, yeah. Anyways, Naruto would be basically, now, around this time, they'd both be like 5 as they're fighting, and Naruto does something unexpected. He uses all 5 chakra natures at once. And then he does something even more unexpected, as he's using all sorts of attacks without any hand signs. As Naruto then basically, his eye begins to glow. And, basically, Naruto's palms begin to glow. As Naruto would basically he would grab the earth, and suddenly the ground beneath him would turn into some sort of strange some sort of strange chess board. As then Naruto would basically out of nowhere, 15 pawns would appear, and 15 pieces that would look like this would appear. As then, no, he doesn't know how to summon those guys yet. As a piece like this would appear on the battlefield. And, it would basically appear right where Naruto stands. As next thing you know, Naruto is covered in golden samurai armor. And is covered in golden sort of deity armor. As, hold on, I need to get a piece. As where Kinato would stand, and a piece like this would drop down, as then Kinato would be covered in silver samurai armor. Like, imagine Hashirama's armor, but made of silver. As, pretty much, Naruto would unconsciously move. As his piece would move forward, as Naruto would rush over to Kinato, as then his piece would, and as Kinato's piece would move to the side. As suddenly Kinato would jump to the side. As Naruto would unconsciously summon a golden sort of sword, or a golden staff. Like a staff with 2 spearheads on it. As he would rush over and it would be made completely out of gold, as he would rush over, and as his piece would basically go right where Kineto's piece is, as then Kineto's piece would disappear from the board, as then Naruto would basically, his sort of double-sided spear staff would have cut Kineto's cheek, as Kineto would have been flown against and would have been pushed back into a tree off of the training ground. The third Hokage would have been completely confused on what the hell just happened. As Naruto would ask Naruto, what the hell was that? As Naruto would have simply said, I honestly don't know. I don't even know what no. As the third Hokage would have been confused on what the hell Naruto just did, as Naruto, still being unaware of his movements, would be walking toward, and would have basically been slowly walking towards Kineto, as he would raise his hand out, as then suddenly, the silver armor around Kineto would begin to constrict. As then third Hokage shook Naruto, shook Naruto and stopped him in the nick of time, as the silver armor would dissipate, and Kineto would be perfectly fine. Now, if you're wondering what the hell Naruto was just doing to Kineto, allow me to explain. You see, if Naruto beats a foe in battle, he basically can turn them into a chess piece and take that chess piece. As basically, you know how Kai from Kung Fu Panda takes people and turns them into amulets? Naruto does sort of the same thing, except with chess pieces. However, it's only if he beats you, which is all the time. I mean, let's be serious. There's no way you're going to beat Naruto. However, when he gets more control of it, he can decide whether or not to turn you into a chess piece. As the board underneath the two would then dissipate into chakra, and into black and white chakra, as the golden armor on Naruto would also dissipate into golden chakra, and the silver armor would have already dissipated into silver chakra, and the staff, or double-sided spear that Naruto was wielding, would have turned into golden chakra as well. And we've dissipated into golden chakra as well, as all the chakra would basically then be absorbed right into Naruto, as they'd absolutely be confused on what was happening, as Danzo would have been watching from the shadows, and so would his Anbu, and so Kakashi, Guy, and basically all the other Jonin and Onin and high-ranking shinobis, as they would be wanting to know what Naruto's power was, and this fight would have been their best bet, as they would have been completely just in shock and awe of Naruto's strange power. As they would have said that, as then Kakashi would have appeared out of nowhere with his body flicker, as he would then said that shouldn't be possible. That power, it looked like, as he would then say, because I'm pretty sure the whole Naruto world is only the whole land. Basically, the whole Naruto world is only the 5 lands and whatever lies beyond. As it's a small planet, well, no, it's the same size of Earth, just with ginormous countries. As Naruto would have, and as pretty much Kakashi would have then said, that battle, or whatever he was doing, it looks similar to a game that the Iron Shinobi used to play. It was called chess, as then Naruto would have been, as then it would be known that Naruto had a had the kekegenkai of chess, or that's what they would dub it, or call it. As pretty much, Naruto is overpowered beyond recognition right now. As we skip to when Naruto basically is in his Genin team. As in his team we have Sasuke, Minato, and Kakashi. Yes, it's an all-boys team, and no, there are no gay ships in this. Okay? Well, that is unless you guys want me to sort of do this thing where Sasuke's a girl. I mean, a trap. Except instead of boys, she's a trap for girls. Just imagine Sasuke in Haku's position and Sakura in Naruto's position. As imagine Sasuke saying, "By the way, I'm a girl." Now I would have actually laughed instead of screamed. Because I mean, seriously. Darn friggin' Haku trap! But, anyways. Pretty much Naruto's kekegenkai would have been known far and wide as possibly the most overpowered and confusing. As Naruto would have learned how to control this power and would eventually have learned how to summon warriors. As pretty much we go to the day of the bell test. As Kakashi and the 3 boys, or 3 people, because, as I said, if you guys want a female Sasuke, you get female Sasuke. But that's only your choice. I mean, the ship could literally be anything. Okay? So, Kakashi would basically say, Alright, this is called the bell test. Person who doesn't get the bells goes back to the academy, and person who doesn't eat. Okay? As basically the 3 would be fighting against Kakashi. As, well, not quite. Naruto would have basically being one of the most strategic and smartest people in the entire Leaf Village. he would have known Kakashi's game by now. As he would have said Kakashi's game, I know what Kakashi's trying to do. The bell test is, well, a test that was created by the 4th Hokage. Pretty much, it's simple. We have to work together to get the bells. And if we don't, we all fail. As the 2 would nod their heads, as the 3 would then begin to rush. Well, no. As pretty much Sasuke would rush at Kakashi, as they would... Yes, I'm putting Kakashi in a... I'm putting Sasuke in a they, because... in a they sort of spot, because I don't know what you people want for the ship. You might want female Sasuke. You might want female Gaara. Hell, y'all might want female Orochimaru. Or even worse, Sakura. But let's be real. I will never in all of my life make a ship with uselessness in it. And seriously. Well, Naruto is in canon, Naruto's a friggin' overpowered Jinchuriki, who is also the reincarnation of a quarter god. Yeah, the reincarnation of a quarter god. While Sasuke is also a overpowered Uchiha, who is also the reincarnation of a quarter god. And to make matters even better, Sakura has nothing. So I call her the embodiment of uselessness. As in the original Naruto series, the only thing she could do was heal a fish. I mean, seriously. And seriously, if she had only those skills against Madara, but you would have all died. I mean, seriously. She would just have been used as a selfie stick over and over and over. Like she was in the original Naruto Shippuden. I'm friggin' Madara used them as selfies. Used Sasuke and Sakura as selfie sticks. But back to the what if. Now, Sasuke would basically use a fireball and would use a fireball and some weak taijutsu. As Kinato would use some water bullets and would use a Rasengan. As Amaseki, he was taught by Jiraiya the Rasengan. As basically, it would have been an incomplete Rasengan, but still, it would have been strong. And it would have been able to do some damage at least. As the 2 would basically be bringing Kakashi out in the open, as Naruto would jump out of nowhere as his hands would glow and he would slam them on the floor. Kakashi, now knowing exactly what's about to happen, then says, oh shit. As Kakashi then turns into, as right where Kakashi stood, a piece that looked like this would fall. As Kakashi would have silver samurai armor on, as basically Naruto would go first. As he would rush at Kakashi, as Kakashi would try to dodge. And would dodge. Naruto would rush again, Kakashi would keep dodging. This cycle would keep going as Kakashi would then charge at Naruto. Naruto would easily, instead of dodging, he would charge at Kakashi. The 2 pieces would then hit. and the two pieces would then hit, as then Naruto would summon his double-sided spear, and he would slash, as Kakashi would create a lightning blade, and try to block. However, Naruto's attack being stronger, it would win, as Kakashi's attack would fall, and would fail, as he would be knocked back into a tree, and Naruto would say, since you're my sensei, I will let you go. As the silver armor dissipates, and everything basically dissipates. As Naruto then says, we work together, those two got you out in the open, and distracted you while I was able to, create the chessboard and defeat you. As Kakashi would then say, very well, you all pass. As basically the three boys would they would walk over to where Naruto lived. As Naruto lived in a house he quite literally carved out of a mountain, without any sort of special kekegenkais or anything, even though he has all the chakra natures, and basically half of all the kekegenkais. Some of all the kekegenkais. As Naruto would have carved the whole house by just using a chisel. As he would have carved himself a perfect mansion out of a mountain. As basically the three would enter the mansion, as Naruto would then say, So, Sasuke, would you like to play? As Naruto would pull out a box Naruto would basically put his pointer finger on a table, as then a small chessboard would appear. As yes, Naruto can actually play non-life-threatening chess by putting it on a smaller surface and only using one finger. As Sasuke would say, well, if I want to be better at strategy than you, I'll have to battle you, and I'll have to play. As Sasuke would touch the board, and as Sasuke and Kinato would basically put their fingers on the board, as then pieces would appear here right where their fingers touched. As where Kinato touched, this piece would appear, as where Sasuke touched. As where Sasuke's finger touched, a chess piece that looked like this would appear. As basically as Naruto would summon one of these chess pieces. Just to make it fair. As they would basically begin battling. The chess pieces they'd begin playing chess. Now, no surprise, but Naruto would win. As he would say, wow, you guys really suck at strategy. As they would have said, shut up. Shut up, Naruto. As Naruto would laugh, and, yeah. As Naruto would eventually send the two home, and to their homes, as Naruto would walk out of and would basically walk upstairs of his mansion in a mountain that he literally carved out of a mountain, as he would go to the peak of the mountain, as he would look and see, it was nighttime, beautiful, peaceful, calm. As suddenly, Naruto would have heard a voice saying, "Are you alright?" As Naruto would have been crying because, well, he doesn't know who his parents are, and he has no parents. As Naruto would say, I'm alright. As this voice would talk to Naruto, periodically. As, yeah, Naruto basically, he would talk to this voice multiple times each day. It would basically be like his parent. As Naruto would say, "No, I wish you were here. Wherever you are, or whoever you are." It's just, you're like a mother to me. And I don't even know who my parents are. In fact, I don't even know if I'm human, for I'm the only one with my special power on planet Earth. As the voice would then say, "Do not cry. Tell you what, you'll be able to see me real soon, okay? But you gotta get out of this village first." As Naruto would have said, on our first above D rank mission, I should be able to get out of the village, and, well, I might be able to see you at night or something. As the voice would then just let out a tiny cheer, as Naruto would then said, "Alright, so see you then." As the voice would then say, "See you then." As Naruto would then say, "Thank you, whoever you are." As the voice would have left, and Naruto would just smile at the night sky. As I said, you guys pick the ship, so whatever you say is exactly how this would have go. Remember, the ship could literally be anything and anyone. I can ship whatever you want me to ship. Moshiki, Sasuke, Orochimaru, Teneri, Tamari, Gara, female Kurama. I mean, whatever you boys want, I will ship. You could even ask for a dragon OC, an Otsutsuki OC, a ninja or tailed beast OC. I would make it, and I would make it the ship. And, well, that's where I'm leaving this part off. Hope y'all enjoyed this part of What If Naruto was a half dragon, half Otsutsuki, and had an Otsutsuki, and had a chess kekegenkai. So, boy.